Hello, my friend. I have a question for you. Do you feel guilty when you don't like somebody? Or do you feel guilty when you set a boundary? Or do you feel guilty when you feel angry? The emotion of guilt is a really tricky one. It can help us to navigate where we might not be in integrity, or help us to navigate where and let us know if we're being a jerk. And it can also be very detrimental to us and keep us in harmful and toxic relationships and dynamics. I want to talk about this one because it's really important, especially for those of you who have suffered abuse either early in life or are currently in situations that are very harmful for you. I think this information is really going to help you sort some things out on the inside and help you see things a little bit more clearly. Okay, so first of all, it's really important that you don't feel guilty for disliking somebody when they treat you badly. Your innate feeling of disliking somebody, especially if they're a dick, is extremely important. It is your innate protective mechanism. You certainly do not need to feel guilty for disliking or not wanting to be around, not wanting to have anything to do with a person who violates your boundaries, who breaks your trust, who is dishonest with you, or treats you poorly in any way. Anyone around you or in your life who does that, it is okay to not like them. It is okay to feel angry at them. It is even okay to feel the emotion of disgust towards them. So often we are socialized to believe that those feelings are bad or negative, especially if we grew up in some sort of religious or spiritual background, or with parents who are, controlling in that way. To be honest, society in general is controlling in that way, and people, those emotions of anger and disgust are uncomfortable. They are unsightly. And usually the people who incite those emotions with us, who incite those emotions within us, pardon me, who are treating us badly, punish us for feeling those things. And oftentimes that happens at a young age. Hence this experience of guilt being following so closely on the tail of an emotion that is indicative of poor treatment towards us, or abuse or a violation, right? So if you had any sort of antagonistic or overbearing caregiver, like parent, teacher, coach, whatever, as a child, then this is going to be a likely scenario inside of your system. You may have developed guilt for your distaste of people who treat you poorly. This is a survival mechanism. So when you're a little one, you are trying to bond with your caregivers or your parents at all costs. So if you have the kind of caregiver who is abusive or antagonistic towards you, your initial response is going to be like, yo, this is not okay, and you're going to want to set your boundaries. However, for a small child, it's very scary to look at a parent who you're relying on for all of your needs, your home, your shelter, your food, like your very survival, your guidance. Like, they're your parents or your caregiver, whatever family. You know that you cannot be out on your own. Like, you'll die, you won't survive. You need the adults in your life. So if they are unkind to you or abusive towards you, your natural response to this, your natural survival coping mechanism, is going to have you wanting to bond with them at all costs. And part of that will be having you feel guilty for looking at them in any sort of negative way. Okay, so that kept you alive, right? Because it helped you like placate, like, oh, I feel bad for feeling for being like what the with this adult who's treating me really terribly. You obviously can't express your true feelings about that. So they're going to guilt you for it, and you'll guilt yourself for it. So you're more digestible and placating, and you get your needs met, you get your survival needs met. You're okay, and that works for a while. Like it's a very brilliant, coping mechanism that your system, naturally does in that environment when you're younger. However, when you're an adult, it doesn't work out so well. This coping mechanism served its purpose as a young kid, and now it's time to unlearn that. It is okay and actually very healthy to feel angry and even disgusted towards people who treat you badly or who abuse you. That is the natural, healthy response. Despite the way that you may have been raised, you are not obligated to like everyone. It doesn't make you a better person or more spiritual or more virtuous or better in any way for pretending to be okay with abuse or abusive people. In fact, it just enables and perpetuates abuse if you pretend to be okay with it. So please watch out for pangs of guilt when your natural, healthy defense response comes online against poor behavior and abusive treatment. You're supposed to react in a negative way. It's supposed to feel bad. You're supposed to feel icky inside of yourself. You were supposed to feel angry at this person. You're supposed to want to be as far away from them as humanly possible. So if you feel guilty for feeling that, find some support from a licensed professional who can help you untangle these emotions and help you get yourself into a place where you are comfortable feeling your natural, healthy defense responses towards harmful people and harmful actions. This is very important. A lot of times if people have this guilt response for feeling their natural fight response, they're going to be more susceptible to abuse and being taken advantage of later in life. And you really want to clean that up because you deserve so much better for yourself. Another thing that's important to note about that is that if you don't allow yourself the feelings that you naturally feel when you're being treated like crap, it not only is going to keep you in toxic dynamics that can negatively affect your mental health, your emotional health, your financial health, your career health, like all of your relations, and even your physical health. Like, yes, if you do not allow yourself to feel angry or disgusted when you're treated like shit, you're not going to stand up for yourself, and you're not going to put yourself in better situations. You're not going to leave these people that are no good for you, and that is going to just wreak havoc on your life and on your physical well-being. So please, if you notice yourself feeling guilty, take a look at that and have compassion for yourself. I know that that comes up because you're trying to be the best person that you can be. You're trying to have compassion with people, and that is such a beautiful and noble thing. But not everybody deserves your repeated compassion, especially if they've repeatedly treated you poorly. Like, you get to be angry, you get to be grossed out by it, and you get to walk away, and you get to go and find better for yourself. Okay? All right, sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next video.